So, dishwasher you have purchased. Installation now you must. Well guys, in front of us here we have ourselves our brand new handy dandy dishwasher. Of course, product dimensions is 34 inches high, 24 inches wide, and 24.5 inches deep. This dishwasher is a GE brand appliance, and it is proudly assembled in Louisville, Kentucky. Of course, that's the US of A for all those who aren't entirely sure where she's at. So of course, here we go. So of course, this is how I did my installation of my dishwasher in my run of cupboards. Now of course, there was a previous dishwasher in this hole already. Pretty much, look, you can tell. You see the electrical line and you see the water supply line. Now of course this may vary house to house on what the connections are. I've seen some where the water connection line was right up here in the wall. I've seen some where the electrical was right up here in the wall and it was basically like a plug-in that you plugged right in. Of course, this here, the basic install was done many years ago in this house. So it's not a very, very professional install, a little bit on the crude side, but she does work and has worked quite well for the last 8 years. However, of course, as you guys seen in a previous video, my dishwasher has bit the dust and jumped out the back door and been needing to be replaced. So of course I headed on down to the old appliance depot there, picked me up a brand new dishwasher, and time to jam her on in the hole, throw some power to it, and get some dishes done. So of course we need ourselves a sharp knife here, one of many tools. Like most carriers or most places, they have a certain return policy on these, that you have to report any damage within a certain time period or else your claim is null and void. So as you see all the way around the box here, there is a cut line. You want to cut on that line to lift off the box, exposing the dishwasher. So guys, after you got the box cut, along the cut line comes the moment of truth. So of course, pretty much lifting straight up and off, you lift off the cardboard box and kind of giving the first look at the front of the dishwasher. So pretty much there you go, got a nice white looking appliance. It didn't go for stainless steel or nothing. Basically it matches the appliances that are in the house, the fridge and stove and all that for now. Got a nice flush mount controls, no knobs or dials or nothing, just push button, different settings and stuff. It's not one of them fancy steamed ones or anything like that. Or of course this one here is kind of like my old one, another one of those wonderful plastic ones. It still has the halo or the loop that goes around. You have the discharge hose here that hooks onto your sink. You have various other hoses and wires and everything running down, running around. You have some nice springs there. Those would make nice for throttle return springs on a lawnmower project or something. So pretty much after you got the cardboard off, as you see up here, here's your chance to win $2,500 if you fill out this and pretty much send it all away. We'll set that aside. I'm not sure if I'll take part in that or anything. So right on the top you have a wonderful warning label here. This label basically says to prevent child entrapment or suffocation, take door off of this the unit, the old dishwasher, basically, so nobody or no kid or animals get trapped in there and suffocate. I guess that's probably the same thing to go with any appliance, whether it's a fridge or stove or dryer, even washing machine, deep freeze, things like that. So we'll spin her around, get her off this wooden crate that it's on, and then proceed to the next step. So of course I laid her on her back, pulled the cardboard out from underneath of her, exposing the wooden crate, or I guess you could call her the underside of the machine. As you can tell there's the motor and the tub and the little beater thingies, a handful of wiring, a couple of hose clamps, and some duct tape. So of course you see the wooden crate here. It's held on by the silver thingies, right? 4 of them. They are your feet as well as your leveling devices that you use to level the dishwasher on the floor of your kitchen or house or wherever you're installing this said unit. So of course these feet are threaded into the bottom of the machine. So you're going to have to undo pretty much these feet or legs, treat them like bolts, and spin her on out. So of course using the handyman's weapon here, adjustable wrench, vice grip, whatever you want to use, pretty much spin them on out. Now they're not going to really be in there super tight to begin with, but they'll be tight enough that you'll need a wrench and to fight with them a little. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll throw you in fast forward mode, spin these out, and then we're good to go. So after fighting for 20 minutes with an adjustable wrench, I went and got a real man's tool. I'm going to use me a ratchet to spin these off. Well, there you go. We got the bolts or the feet or whatever you want to call them undone, gone out of there. Crate or the bottom skid can come out, and we can get ourselves a closer look at the underside of this here machine. Well, one thing I did notice here while I was, underside here, there is a weird looking phone jack looking thingy there. It almost looks like an Ethernet cable hookup. I was wondering if it was just a dummy plug for maybe another model or something. Does my dishwasher have Wi-Fi or something? That's kind of weird. Maybe it's one of them high-tech jobbies that can order, order up something online when she needs it, I guess. I don't know. Of course, right there you have your power wires and hookup, stuff like that right there. Of course, you have your motor and your pump. You have your bottom side of the machine right here. This is your pump dealie here. Of course, underside again, there's a lot of plastic, and they don't make them. You don't make them metal anymore. So let's spin this baby back on its feet, and we'll have ourselves a look at the inside. Well, guys, here's a look inside of our brand new dishwashing machine here. So we'll open the lid and swing her on down. Of course, right off the bat here, you notice a nice kind of a gray interior finish. You have your little slot for your you have your little slot here for your detergent and your rinse aid stuff over here. Couple of trays there for cutleries and other items. You have your installation package here with your instructions. A little starter pack of rinse aid and looks like some dish detergents or soap or whatever you want to call it there. Looks like you got another discharge hose to fit most adaptations. You got an electrical box here and some little flat brackets and of course a zip tie. And of course this model here has the three what do you want to call them? Spinny thingies there. One on the top, one on the middle rack, and of course one on the bottom rack itself. And it's got a coil heat element too. So of course this one here is one of those Energy Star appliances. It costs $29 a year to operate this unit, and it uses 275 kilowatts yearly for electrical use. So of course, you know, with various other little foam chunks, some tape, and good stuff like that that will have to be removed upon the first running of this here unit. So of course I'd recommend reading the instruction manual just to familiarize yourself with hooking up this here machine. Various parts and hoses and stuff that need to be hooked up properly or else it will not function the way it's supposed to. Of course, these little bracket thingies, they go onto here and they bolt onto the underside of the cupboard, and that basically keeps the dishwasher from falling out of the cupboard when the door is open or it's full of dishes. Of course, it's going to get heavy, right? So let's round up some tools here and then we'll start doing our pre-assembly before installation. Well guys, I put the feet back in her, leaving them out about a ½ an inch or so, or a thickness of a finger. I installed the brackets here at the top. You know, these guys here. Now I was just reviewing in the kit here of the stuff they sent me. I guess I could say the stuff they didn't send me. And there should be a fitting here, like a 90-degree elbow that hooks up to the water line, like that one there. Now, it was in my old kit with the old dishwasher, but it doesn't seem to be included in this one. These are all the pieces that are left over from this kit. You know, that's the soap and stuff. This is the electrical cover, so you don't fry yourself with water. And these are the screws. The Marettes were not included either. So luckily I have not thrown away my old dishwasher yet or destroyed it beyond the point where I can't harvest some parts off it. So let's go and see if that 90 off the old one will work. So of course this is pretty much the old dishwasher here. You know, look, you can tell. Now this is the said fitting that we need to work for the new one. Now I'm not sure if the diameter here is the same or the threads are the same, but guess it beats the alternative. So of course here we are. Well, you know, the plate here thingy looks the same as what I had. So we'll thread this in. And the threads are the same, the diameter is the same. One of the other things I'll say was not included in this kit was Teflon tape. The old dishwasher had Teflon tape too. Of course, that's the harvested fitting that I took off the old dishwasher. I wrapped it with Teflon tape. Of course, when you're wrapping your fittings, you never want to go clockwise, like with the tightening, you always want to go loosening. So when you tighten your fittings, the Teflon tape doesn't peel away or fall off. Of course, I put Teflon on the machine side of the water inlet here, fitting, as well as Teflon on the water supply line side. So pretty much we're ready now to slide her on in the hole here, connect our ground and power and all that good stuff. And then pretty much thread the water line, which is right there, pretty much into here. Thread the discharge tube on through the cabinet. And then a couple more little screws, and then we're pretty much ready for its you know, prime run, right? Still would like to know what that is, if it's some kind of internet connection, Wi-Fi, or heck, is this dishwasher that technology advanced that you have to program it or something with some kind of handheld device. I'm wondering if it's some kind of Wi-Fi thing for your internet. Probably would help if I read the instructions or manual, but hey man, who needs manuals? You can figure it out on your own. So of course I'm going to stand this thing up now and slide her on into the hole and see how she looks. Well guys, here you go, moment of truth. As you see, the electrical's all hooked up, secured behind this, what do you want to call it, shield there, so the electrical doesn't get wet, just in case there's ever water issue on the floor. The supply line, which is right there, is all connected to the little fitting. and pretty much good to go there. And the water shut off is right here for the dishwasher. Of course, that is again in the off position. And this is the waste discharge tube, which of course connects to your plumbing. And that is all hooked up and of course fastened there with hose clamps. And she's pretty much good to go. Well, first thing I'm going to do here is turn on the water, make sure there's no leaks in the line or anything like that. That's one way to make sure before you put electricity to her that the nothing's leaking before you add electricity to the puddle of water. So we're going to turn the water on. And she is fully what do you want to call it? Waterized, pressurized, and good to go. So we'll check down here around the fitting, making sure she's not leaking or nothing. Again, the Teflon tape will prevent that. So of course we'll open her up. While we're waiting for it to see if there are any leaks, we'll go through the dishwasher. Taking out all the paper and plastic and, undoing all the tape. All the stuff that you don't want to stay in your dishwasher while you're, pretty much for a permanent residence. Slide out the tray, of course. And taking out the little foam chunks. I'm assuming they're probably shipping chunks to keep the drawer here from rattling. You got the cutlery tray here. This one here is for like small cutlery knives, kind of overflow type of deal. And this one here is your main cutlery tray. It can either clip on the front of the drawer as in photo, or you can put it on the front of the door, kind of like that. So it's kind of has a dual purpose, if you will. Kind of interesting, if you ask me. Again, you have your rinse aid and your soap departments here. And pretty much, your three spinners you have going on there. One top and middle rack and bottom. And pretty much just like that, she's good to go. So guys, I'm going to go throw the breaker, and hey, give me a shout if there's any sparks or anything like that. Well, we have power to the unit, so I guess that's always a good thing. You select your cycle, heavy, normal, light, and rinse. I'm going to go with the light one here. Not going to do any of the wash temperatures or heated dries. And pretty much hit the start button. So we'll hit the start button and let her run through a cycle. And pretty much there she goes. So of course I hear water running, but I'm sure that's just the water filling up the tub of the dishwasher. I'm sure we will know in a few minutes if we have water running all over the floor. We will find that out. Let me know if you guys see any water running, because I can't. So guys, there you go, just ran the dishwasher through a cycle. She ran through quite fine. Did the wash and rinse and all that draining and pumping out and all that good stuff. So of course that must mean that the hose is not plugged, the discharge tube doesn't have a kink in it. That must mean the electrical is working. The underside of the unit here is completely dry, no leaks or nothing. Obviously there was no sparking or anything like that. So basically I just need to put on the kick panel there at the bottom. My trim here needs to be shaved by probably, I don't know, 3/16 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch or so, just to give some clearance here, a little bit of comfort zone. But other than that, she is pretty decent. This is a slightly taller machine here than the last one. That's why I got to trim my trim down a little bit. But other than that, she is doing great. But guys, that's pretty much it for how I installed my GE washing machine here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, send me a PM, leave a comment below. For your own installation on your own washing machine, please consult professional advice. By no means was this a video on how to install a washing machine. This is just how I did mine. This is probably not 100% way to do it. This is just what worked for me. So, as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.